Ma'am, we're unable to hear you.
Afternoon, Dr. Rosha. Welcome to Amity Tashkent.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, shall we
Extreme
start?
pride. Yes, it's a matter of great pride for us to welcome the personality of your stature to Amity University Tashkent. I really consider our students of Amity Tashkent to be very, very fortunate to get this opportunity to listen to you today. And I am the first deputy director at Amity Tashkent. And we have started this initiative of a monthly international lecture series where we try to schedule interactions like this, where students have a lot to take away. This is something beyond classroom where they learn and get inspired by the stories and work of the researchers and personalities like you. I will not take much of your time. Students are waiting and they would want to listen to you because they keep listening to me all the time. So I'll give it over to Dr. Sanobar. Dr. Sanobar, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am has been a great inspiration in the onset of these series, sir. And ma'am has her expertise in particular in accreditations like VAST, NAC, and quality review of by QAA. So, on behalf of Amity University family, ma'am, I welcome our guest for the session for the day. As ma'am mentioned, the lecture series is an initiative for getting our students a platform to have exposure to experts from different domains of IT management. The guest for today needs no introduction. Nevertheless, I would just brief a few points, my dear students and ma'am, before we start the session. Dr. Rosha is world's top scientist by Stanford University and world's top scientist by ResearchGate. In fact, 1% category is what he has secured, fortunately, and we are grateful to you, sir, for your time today. He is professor at ISEG University of Lisbon. Sir holds the title of honorary professor. He's a PhD in information systems and technologies. He's a researcher at Advanced ISEG Center for Advanced Research and Management and a collaborator researcher at both LIACC and Center for Research in Health Technologies and Information Systems. So we are really honored to have you. The topic of discussion for today, my dear students, as you already know, is a health data analytics maturity model for hospital information systems. Sir, I welcome you to the platform and I would love you to address the students. Thank you for your presence on behalf of Amity family. Thank you, Sudhanshu, sir. So maybe start your session if you're comfortable with it.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone, my colleagues and your students. I will try to share my slides to start my presentation. Are you seeing
Yes, sir. Yes,
my
sir.
slides?
Your slides are visible to us.
Okay. Oops. Just a problem with my Zoom. Oops. Okay, everything is okay. Are you?
Yes, sir. The slides are visible.
I think he got disconnected. He will join soon. Oh,
Okay, right now, again with you. I will try to share the screen again because an error appeared. Oops, no. It's okay. Are you seeing my slides?
Yes, sir. Your slides are visible to us, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to talk a little bit about a health data analytics maturity model for hospitals information systems. It was a work developed under a PhD project by my ex-student João Vidal de Carvalho. A work done inside two universities, one from Portugal, University of Coimbra, and the other one from Spain, University of Santiago de Compostela. Right now, I'm professor at the Lisbon School of Economics and Management at Lisbon city, Portugal, and I'm teaching in information systems field for courses or degrees related with economics, management, finance, marketing, and also management information systems. It is my school is the oldest Portuguese school in the economics and management field, and a very big school inside the University of Lisbon. This is the context from my origin. Well, I like a lot talk about this subject, health data analytics maturity model for hospital information systems, because it is a PhD project, very associated, and I'm expert in maturity model domain. It's a subject for which I put also very enthusiasm from my part. Well, oops, no, it is not changing.
So this is not changing, yes.
No, I'm trying to change the slides, but is blocked. Okay, my agenda for for this presentation, I will do a contextualization about the subject, then I will pass to the explanation about growth stages theory, which is the base to the creation of maturity models. I will present a justification of a new hospital information maturity model need. I will present also the development process of the new maturity model developed, and the last topic will be the maturity model created, developed, and specifically that model relates with health data analytics maturity model.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Still, we are at the first slide. We are your slides are not changing.
Not changing.
Yeah. Kindly reshare it again.
Okay, I maybe I need to launch again the slides. Okay, just I need to. Are you seeing now the slides?
Sir, it's visible, but it's not changing actually. Yes, yes. Now, sir, try
Okay,
changing.
I
Can you move to the next
my
slide,
Zoom
sir?
is with an expected behavior are is presenting an error. I need to maybe okay. Are you listening me now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir,
You're
you are audible,
audible.
sir.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay, I will try to no. Sorry by this unexpected behavior of the my Zoom and my PowerPoint, but I will
So it's
try.
okay. So it's okay. Maybe you can connect once again. You can launch the slides once again. Maybe you can try once. It gets done.
Okay, but I have a problem with my Zoom. My Zoom is not working. I need to shut down the Zoom and re-enter. Okay.
All right,
Sorry.
sir. Sure. Sure, sir. We'll wait.
Well, here again, I will try to share the screen
Yes, sir.
one more time. Okay, the slides are in your
Yes.
site.
It's visible to us, sir. Try changing the slides and check once, please.
Okay, the Zoom continues with problem. I need to shut down the computer. Just a moment, okay?
No problem. Dr.
Because
Usha,
it's a very strange behavior. Behavior is the first time uh, which
no,
happened.
no problem, Dr. Usha. Technology always have such challenges. If the
I need.
presentation is not working, I have a small request. If you can share with the students your inspiring story of how you started as a researcher and how you reached to these heights, maybe they will be inspired and learned.
Absolutely, ma'am. That's a wonderful idea. Sir, we request you for the same.
Okay.
So just
Again?
like, is it possible if the IT glitch is not letting us go ahead with the pre-planned, as Dr. Naina ma'am suggested, is it possible for you to share your experiences with the students, how you actually reached the level which you have attained? It would be enlightening for our
Anuga ma'am,
students to get.
I have
received your
shared
PPT, sir.
the
Rocha sir, I have received your PPT. I am going to share it from my end. Just when you have to change the slide, kindly let me
okay,
know.
I try now. I will try now, if it's
No, I have shared,
possible,
sir.
to continue with my computer. I will share my screen.
Rocha sir, I have shared it already. You can continue with your talk.
Okay. Please, next slide. Well, here a contextualization to introduce our work. Firstly, to say that in the last 5 decades, maturity models have been introduced as a reference frameworks for information systems management in organizations. In the healthcare domain, these models have also been used to address a wide variety of challenges and high demand for hospital information systems. The increasing volume of data exceeds the ability of health organizations to process it for improving clinical and financial efficiencies and the quality of care. It is believed that careful and adaptive use of data analytics in healthcare can transform data into knowledge that can improve patient outcomes and operational efficiency. So, maturity model in this conjuncture is a way of identifying strengths and weaknesses of the hospital information system maturity and thus find a way for improvement and evolution. Sorry, the preview. So this talk will present a proposal to measure hospital information systems maturity regarding data analytics. The result or the outcome is a maturity model which includes 6 stages of hospital information systems growth and maturity progression. Next slide, please. As I told you at the beginning, maturity models are based in growth stages theory. This theory defends that the principle that people, organizations, functional areas, processes, etc., evolve towards an enhanced maturity and following a development or growth process, which covers a number of different stages. And these stages usually are cumulative by nature and follow a progressive evolution. Next slide, please. Next. Okay. So, according to the growth stage theory, maturity models are built on this theory and they are predicated patterns conceptualized in terms of stages, stages of maturity, obviously. Typically, the stages are, as I told in the previous slide, sequential and cumulative by nature. occur as a hierarchical progression that is not easily reversible and involve a wider range of structures and human and organizational activities. Next. A traditional maturity model has this structure. It's a table or a matrix with columns and lines. On the columns, we are the several maturity stages for a specific maturity model. And on the lines, I have the maturity influencing factors or dimensions of maturity. In the intersection of the lines and columns, we have cells, and inside the cells, we have the characterization of a specific maturity stage for a specific maturity influencing factor or dimension of maturity. This characterization is based in characteristics that describe the evolution of an entity during its life, its life up to higher or the higher stage of maturity. These characteristics are identified from the behavior of the entities, reality entities, which are studied during its life, and they are common characteristics for the evolution of a specific group of entity or entities. So this is a very simple structure, bidimensional, and what is necessary to add more functionalities to this maturity model. Here you have only the maturity stages and maturity influencing factors, plus the characteristics for the intersection between the lines and the maturity influencing factors. But we need also another thing. We need an instrument to collect data from the organizations or entity under evaluation under maturity evaluation to compute the maturity of the organization or entity for each dimension of maturity or for each factor. So we need a very good and balanced instrument to collect data close to the organization to be studied, and another need is to have a specific algorithm to compute the levels of maturity from the data collected, and after this process we will know the level of maturity for each stage, for each maturity influencing factor. In this slide, I have a well-known maturity model in the healthcare domain to manage the IT inside an hospital. It's a maturity model which has only a maturity influencing factor. That is the type of information systems used inside the hospital. And we have in this maturity model 5 stages of maturity, from basic hospital information systems to digital virtual enterprise stage, the higher maturity stage for this maturity model. As you can see, the characteristic relate to data analytics appears only in the last stage of maturity. It's in red color and is clinical data repository or data warehouse. It is the unique characteristic of this maturity model relate to data analytics. Next slide. This preview maturity model is from a well-known consultant, IDC, and it is used worldwide. Well, here another maturity model. This one only when maturity factor maturity influencing factor, also the types of information systems used in an hospital. This maturity model is from Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society. It's a well-known maturity model used to identify the maturity of hospitals around the world, to compare or to make comparisons among hospitals and also among countries around the world, taking into account the maturity level for hospitals. In this case, taking into account the maturity level of information systems of hospitals. Here, also in the last stage, I have only one characteristic related with data analytics. The name is precisely data analytics. Next slide. There are other maturity models in healthcare domain, taking into account its vertent relate to the information systems and technology management. But those maturity models have several gaps and incompleteness, and it is necessary, or it was necessary, develop a new maturity. Why? Because healthcare maturity models were poorly detailed, failed to offer maturity assessment tools, and did not structure their maturity stages according to influencing factors. There is absence of maturity models whose dimensions or influence factors are taken into account with different relative heights according to relevance. In the case of adoption of a tool for assessing the maturity, not all had a properly systemized process to move to higher maturity level. The identified models as a sufficiently broad scope covering all areas and subsystems of healthcare organizations. And in this sense, it seemed that a maturity model with a holistic approach, including a comprehensive set of influencing factors, was missing. And this is the reason to develop a new maturity model, more comprehensive, more systematized, with an very designed instrument to collect data to evaluate the maturity stage for the different maturity influencing factors based in a specific algorithm. Next. In this slide, we have a scheme which explains our process for the development of our maturity model. Our work started with a systematic literature review about maturity models related with management of information systems and technologies in healthcare domain. And from this literature review, we identified 12 dimensions of maturity to possible consideration in our maturity model. The next step was the application of or validation of those dimensions close to a set of experts in the area or people related with the work inside hospitals related to information systems and technologies use, development and management. The survey was applied to 144 experts, but we received only 46 full answers. Based in this validation of the initial dimensions of maturity identified, we pass these 12 dimensions to 6 dimensions and 6 stages of maturity for our new maturity model to manage hospital information systems. We proposed an initial new maturity model. It was a proposal based in our literature review and the validation of the maturity dimensions and also our experience. I propose a maturity model for validation by 5 CIOs, the best Portuguese CIOs. And after our draft of our proposal to a new maturity model, as I mentioned before, we validate our proposal with the best 5 CIOs in Portugal, working as a reference in hospitals of reference. In this set of 5 hospitals, you have 1 private and 4 public with different sizes. This validation of our proposal was based in interviews, and the CIOs proposed some changes, for example, moving some characteristics from maturity stage to another maturity stage, or from a specific dimension of maturity to another dimension of maturity, withdraw of some characteristics, and when the validation was finished, we have a new maturity model validate and ready to spread it by the scientific and professional community. Next slide. Our maturity stages has this structure: 6 stages of maturity, from a stage 1 named Adhocracy to a stage 6 with the name Integrated Relationship. On the left side, or on the lines, we have the maturity influencing factors or dimensions of maturity. We have 6, and the first one is precisely data analysis. The maturity influencing factors, or dimensions of maturity on left, are ordered from the maturity dimension with major height to the less important dimension of maturity, ranging from data analysis up to systems and structure, passing from strategy, people, electrotechnical, medical record, and information security. Next, to see our maturity model with more detail, we have here a first part, the characteristics for the first 3 dimensions of maturity. As I told you, the first one, the more important, is data analysis dimensions, and it is the first time for which data analysis appears in a maturity model, like dimension of maturity, and the most important. Next slide. Next slide presents the remaining maturity model for the remaining dimensions of maturity. And from this comprehensive maturity model to manage information systems and technologies inside hospitals, we derived a maturity model, next slide, specifically and focused in data analytics, only data analytics. So this is our maturity model to data analytics, taking into account its maturity level inside the hospital information system, and the stages of maturity here are the same of our broader maturity model, but from this slide you can see and read without difficulties the characterization of each stage of maturity, from stage 1 adhocracy, with the characteristics isolated and fragmented data analysis solutions, heavy and complex production of internal and external reports, data integrity issues, inability to handle large volumes and variety of data, problems when collecting data from different systems, lack of analytical and IT research, and the last characteristic for the stage 1, the use of spreadsheets and local database. It is a very rudimentary characteristics, taking into account the maturity of data analytics inside the information system, hospital information system management. The last stage of maturity, where the performance related with data analytics is higher, is of an excellence level. We have characteristics like adoption of personalized medicine and prospective analysis, patient care adjustment based on population results and genetic data. All valuable data are available for analysis and exploration. You have real-time data used in critical activities such as patient care. We have also internal and external data source to improve and optimize costs and quality. And the last one characteristic, we have permanent data analysis, mentality, and culture inside the information systems department of hospitals. This is our main aim for this presentation, because our aim was to get a maturity model focused in data analytics maturity, taking into account information systems departments in hospitals. Our models, the more comprehensive and also the data analytics, health data analytics maturity model, were published in top leading journals around the world. For example, this last model for health data analytics was published in the best journal around the world in the information science and information systems fields. It is the International Journal of Information Management. Our broader maturity model and more comprehensive was published in Journal of Business Research, also a top journal around the world in the subject related with business and management. These both journals are first quartile journals, and as I told you, International Journal of Information Management is the best one around the world in the information systems field. Our models were also published in other outlets like Conference and other journals, Q2, and in a Portuguese book, a book adopted in Portugal and in Brazil and other countries of Portuguese language like Angola and Mozambique. And our model were adopted in several hospitals and schools around the world, in Portugal, but also in China, in India, in UK, Canada, Malaysia, and other countries. We are face models which were very well accepted by the community, and they are very interesting tools used in several countries to manage information systems departments inside hospitals. This is my talk for today, and now I'm available for questions and answers, taking into account some doubts from your students and from the colleagues.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a very enlightening session. And I happen to have some questions with me. In fact, one question which is coming to my mind with Dr. Sudhanshu's permission is that colleagues were discussing and they put across the question that what is the role of ensemble algorithms in healthcare data analytics as of now in the current era, sir?
It's a question for me?
Yes, sir. Actually, our colleagues have put forward some questions, the students, colleagues, the audience of the day. So one question which was prevalent for the day was that we should learn from you the role of ensemble algorithms in healthcare data analytics. Would you throw some light on that, sir, please?
If I understood these tools are tools to support the managers in the government of information systems and technologies departments. Are very interesting tools because show to the managers how to progress from basic or basics maturity stages to stages of higher maturity, higher excellence performance, or excellent performance in the information system department of hospitals. So this type of tools are very interesting for courses of 4 degrees related to management, and also to courses related to information and communication technology or information technology. It's a theme that cross from management to information technology, because we have things related to management, specifically to management, but we have also things related to information systems and technology use, development, and but mainly used in the information systems department of hospitals.
Sir, I would invite Professor Danish Athar, sir, to please help communicate the questions of students and to make you interact with the audience. Sir, please, would you help me on that, Dr. Danish, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. So, students, if you have any question, you can ask. No question? So, anyway, sir, I have one question. So, sir, as you were talking about maturity model.
Technical team kindly requesting you to kindly raise the volume of mic.
Okay. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. So, sir, one question is like, sir, because you were talking about maturity model, and since last 10 decades, people are thinking about like design thinking. So, how can you relate your maturity model, that how much consideration has been done about design thinking? Because people are talking nowadays about customer-centric development. So, have you considered that factor in your maturity model, or it is different?
If possible, put the micro closer to the mood.
Danish, sir, you're requested
Danish,
to
sir,
bring
kindly
the
repeat
mic
your
closer.
question.
Okay.
Bring
Okay.
the mic closer
Am I
and
audible,
try,
sir,
sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So the question was, like since last 10 decades, people are talking about design thinking. And sir, you have presented a maturity model of development. So my question was that whether you have taken consideration about design thinking. Design thinking means like about customer-centric approach in developing your model. I think I am not audible, sir. I think there is some.
No, sir, you are audible. Actually,
Sir, you're very much audible.
Rocha sir, his question is that whether you have, while designing your maturity model, whether you have considered the customer-centric approach or not.
It is like about design thinking, specialized approach, because people are using since last 10 decades for that.
If you wish, I can share with you the articles which
Sure.
present these maturity models and also the methodology to apply these maturity models. Because one thing is the maturity model, another thing is the way to apply the maturity model.
So students, if you have
Sir,
any
from
question,
what-
we can ask. Ma'am, that's all from our side.
Right,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much. We're indebted for your presence once again, sir. And it is time now that I invite Professor Sudhanshu to please present a small token of appreciation to our guest. I request the IT team to display the certificate of appreciation from the Amity family. Sir, we are indebted to have your presence, and as our token of love and gratitude, a small certificate of acknowledgement of your presence for the session is being displayed here to the audience and to you, and it will be mailed to you via Dr. Sudhanshu, sir. Right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yes. Sir, we are really grateful and we're thankful for your presence. I invite Dr. Sudhanshu to propose a small vote of thanks for the session before we close for the day. Thank you from my end.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitation and the ability to present our maturity models your students and to some of your colleagues. Thank you very much.
So first of all, thank you very much, Rocha sir, for accepting our invitation and for your enlightening words. And it was pleasure to listen you. We feel privileged to have your supervision backing us. And I'm very much sure that if some IT and CS graduates, undergraduate students, they would like to work in the healthcare domain, and at any stage we need your help, we will surely contact you. And your talk
Okay, I'm
is
available to support your students interested in these subjects and in particular interested in these maturity models.
yeah. So on behalf of MIT University Tashkent, I would like to extend my warm gratitude, and we appreciate that the time you took to impart us with your valuable research and knowledge. We are highly grateful to have you with us, sir. On behalf of organizing committee of International Guest Lecture Series, I would like to express my profound gratitude to our beloved founder president, Dr. Ashok Kumar Chauhan, sir, for his blessings and motivation. Sir, you are always our source of inspiration and energy. Thank you, sir, for blessing us always. I most humbly thank to our Chancellor, sir, Dr. Atul Kumar Chauhan, sir, for his exceptional leadership, guidance, and motivation. I would like to record our deep sense of obligation to Mr. Amol Chauhan, sir, Trustee, MIT Education Group, for his motivating and dynamic leadership. Thank you, sir, for shaping us so well. I am happy to offer sincere thanks to Dr. Gurinder Singh, sir, Group Vice Chancellor, MIT Universities, for his active guidance and support. Sir, you have given your valuable time and support to organize this International Guest Lecture Series successfully. On behalf of Organizing Committee of International Guest Lecture Series, my sincere thanks goes to our director, Mr. Babur Abdullayev, and our first deputy director, Dr. Naina Chaudhary ma'am, for their wise mentorship and encouragement. Sir and ma'am, both of you was always ready to listen the problems and provide solutions whensoever we approach to you. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my all colleagues, IT team, and support staff who have directly and indirectly provide all the necessary arrangement and support to make this event successful. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So IT
See you
team,
next time. It is a pleasure.
yeah, sir, sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you.